Why can I find this alarm? I already lost it. What the hell? This is a Dicon. I'm sorry. First response model SA5. It is one of the very weird variations of their Micro 300, or at least Dicon's Micro 300, if you know what those look like. So that's why this one is very tiny. Like, I mean, this one is about the size of an i9040. If you compare it to a what I assume would be the size of an SA4, which is one that kind of looks like this but squared off in the same way this is, but it's a lot smaller. I assumed an SA4 would be like the size of this but squared off, but in this one is not the case. This one is much smaller. Like, I mean, I could just go into my zoom lens just so you guys can see this. It's like really tiny. This one is internals are very weird. Like, I mean, it's a very simple but at the same time just like very strange. Like, the battery connection, like the terminals are just like two metal pins. That's literally it. The test button is very similar to what a normal Dicon would be like. Like, if you were to compare it to something like this, it's like exactly the same. In fact, I think the same exact circuit board is here. Yeah, it is. It's the same thing. It's got the same LED circuit and everything. It's the same. Actually, it's the same. It's pretty much the same circuit board, but this one has actual wiring terminals, while this one has this very strange metal pin design. So yeah, it's one of the more weird alarms I've ever seen. As for the actual model, which I don't think is here, which I don't even think it's listed, well, actually right here. Yeah, as you can tell, this is a Canadian unit. It's kind of rubbed off here, so you can't really see it, but you pretty much get the idea. It's from, yeah, here, we're first response SA5. If you want to read that, pause. This one has a piezo horn. It's what you would expect from one of these Dicon units. So we'll go ahead and place the battery, and I have to zoom my thing in so much just because of how small this thing is. So positive goes on the bottom like this, and then you just place it until you see the LED flash, and then you can close it. And there is the only way you can close this, it's only closable with when you have a battery in, because it does have tamper resist features on it. So yeah, the alarm sounds like your everyday piezo. It's very basic. It's what you would expect from a modern smoke alarm. It does kind of sound like a low budget 86 RAC. So, I mean, it's a very simple design. It's sounds exactly the same as my other Dicons that I have in the Mastercraft. They're pretty much the same circuitry, but just more compact. And as for the back, you may notice that it's round. The reason why is because if you've ever seen the Micro 300s, they have a circle cover design that looks much different from your average Dicon, or even like some of the American Centers ones, where it has a round cover design. It kind of reminded me of the COS 2010 that I used to have. I don't really have a good example to show, but it's the reason why it has this round back design, and also just given the fact that it's just kind of like a rebrand. Not really a rebrand. I wouldn't even really consider this one a rebrand, although actually I do think it is, this one in particular, because it says first response on it when it's really a Dicon unit. But yeah, this unit is really tiny. Like, I'll actually, let me pull out an i9040 just so I can show you how tiny this freaking thing is. Like, Like, this thing is ludicrously tiny. So here they are side by side. You can see how small this thing is when you compare it to something like an i9040. This is a like compact micro profile design, and this one is like pretty much the same size of it. So you can tell how small this thing is when you really compare it to something as small as an i9040, which is something that most people have. So I mean, it's really small. It's one of the smallest alarms I've ever seen. Like, that's not the first floor Atom, but it's really up there on the list of smoke alarms I've seen that are like ridiculously small for what they are. So yeah, that was my my little review video of the First Response SA5. This is very similar, like I said, it's very similar to the SA4. The SA4 has the more satisfying test pan. It's probably bigger. I don't own one yet, but I want to eventually. So if anybody has like an SA4 that they'd be willing to send out, please let me know. I would love to get one for my collection. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little review. This is an alarm I'm not keeping. It's going to be sent out to Leah Woods, and I assume she's going to make a video on it, so I'll probably link it if that happens. So that is our review on the SA5. That's it.